Sindel stands.
Congratulations, Raiden. Earthrealm wins.
Head held high, Sindel leads Katana away from the courtyard. Raiden steps to General Shao as he tries to get up. Raiden holds a hand out to Shao.
May I assist you?
Stay away, Earthrealmer.
Raiden's face tightens.
Well done. You have exceeded my greatest expectations.
Thank you, Lord Liu Kang.
Because of you, the Outworlders who would disturb the peace will once again be held at bay.
Smiling, Liu Kang places a hand on Raiden's shoulder.
Come, let us bid our hosts farewell and return to Earthrealm.
Kung Lao, Johnny, and Kenshi bow to Raiden.
All right, yeah. That was great. Very impressive.
That night, Liu Kang sits in an ornate room before a fire in a brazier, his eyes shut. He opens his eyes. Sand whirls on the other side of the room. It resolves into a dark-skinned man with glowing eyes and a bald head.
Geras, my old friend. It's been eons. It's good to see you.
Likewise, Lord Liu Kang. I have watched you with the Hourglass. You are relishing your role as Earthrealm's protector.
It suits me far better than being Keeper of Time ever did. I never wanted to replace Kronika. Being history's architect drove her mad. I had no wish to share her fate. Which is why I am forever grateful that you volunteered to safeguard the Hourglass. Despite my having relinquished its power, the new era has unfolded as it should.
Geras takes a Jaguar figurine from a shelf.
You created me in your own image. Duty is my highest calling.
While I am glad you are here, you are not one for social cause. Is there trouble with the Hourglass?
With something it has shown me.
What, Geras?
When you restarted history, you altered the destinies of certain malefactors to neutralize them. At least one of them is defying that destiny. Shang Tsung.
Go on.
He has escaped his meaningless life and is on his way to becoming a powerful sorcerer. He has already infiltrated Sindel's court.
I saw no sign of him during the tournament. But if that snake is in Sindel's ear...
Your vision of peace may already be compromised.
I appreciate this warning, Geras. I will investigate. Please return to the Hourglass and see what else you can learn.
The next day, Kenshi looks at a drawing of Shang Tsung with Johnny and Kung Lao.
So we find him in Outworld and bring him here for questioning?
Yes. If what I fear has happened, he is a grave threat to the realms.
Anything else?
Shang Tsung is a master of deceit. Do not trust a word he utters.
Sounds a lot like my first agents.
It's a tricky mission. I'd rather Raiden go along than this one.
Hey, this one is up for the job.
This mission must be done quietly. I am breaking my word with Empress Sindel by sending you into Outworld without her knowledge. Due to the tournament, Raiden is now a familiar face there. Sending him will only increase your risk of being discovered.
He raises a metal device.
This talisman is attuned to Shang Tsung's chi. Follow it to him. And be careful. May the Elder Gods protect you.
Kenshi takes the talisman, then trades a look with Johnny. The three men walk through a vast desert at night, flashlights shining through the dark.
Are we there yet?
Again? How old are you? 5?
What can I say? These boots weren't made for walking.
If that is the most pain you feel today, consider yourself lucky.
Oh, I'm already lucky. I've got Sento strapped to my back.
I will reclaim it, Cage.
Got 3 million? It's yours.
You know I don't have it.
I bet your Yakuza pals could come up with it. Oh, that's right. You blew them off. If there's one lesson Hollywood's taught me, it's never burn bridges. You never know who can help.
The Yakuza are leeches, bleeding out those too weak to resist. I grew up in that life, and I never understood it. Why my gain required others' pain. I got out. I need my clan out too. We can't be part of their crimes any longer.
Scowling, Kenshi looks down at the talisman in his palm as it glows red. He turns around and walks off. Kung Lao shines his flashlight in Johnny's face before following Kenshi away. Johnny walks after the other two. Kenshi holds the talisman out while standing on the edge of a cliff. They survey a village made of buildings carved from large rock formations. A mass of soldiers with spears battle a horde of humanoid creatures with long fangs jutting from their mouths.
What's your precious say?
That Shang Tsung is among those... things.
Oh, my fans are gonna go nuts cosplaying them a cage gone.
Johnny records the battle with his phone. Two soldiers shove one of the creatures through an alleyway in the stone city, his arms tied behind his back with rope. The creature thrashes in their grasp. Firelight shines on his multitude of large fangs and bald head. Shang Tsung approaches.
Hold him still. If he squirms, I cannot extract marrow.
He raises a large syringe.
That's Shang Tsung. Let's jump him after he's done. Oh, in fists of iron, we did this thing where we're
not basing strategy on your movies, Cage.
Let me go! You can't do this!
A soldier forces the bald creature to his knees.
The wound will heal in time. It is a small price to pay for progress.
He plunges the syringe into the back of the creature's neck. The creature breaks his restraints, then stabs each of the guards with a bone spike extending from his arms before turning to Shang Tsung. The horde of creatures overwhelm the soldiers outside the village. Shang Tsung blocks a combination of punches and kicks the bald creature throws. The creature spin kicks Shang Tsung's head.
On second thought, this scene's playing fine without us. Yeah, I say we let him finish it.
We have to save Shang Tsung. Liu Kang needs him alive.
The Earth Realm is bound down large stones leading from the cliff. The bald creature punches Shang Tsung to the ground. Kenshi jumps onto his back just as the bone spikes erupt from his arms. The creature kicks Johnny and Kung Lao away. Shang Tsung scrambles back, then smirks and transforms into a toothy creature. He slips past the horde.
How did he do that?
The bald creature shoves Kenshi away. Kung Lao and Johnny stand before the horde.
I would have killed him but for you.
I get why you'd want to, but you can't.
You're one of his minions. You'll die in his place.
Fight!
Just made him angry.
Fight!
Kenshi sheathes his sword.
Now please, let me explain.
The horde surrounds them.
You got us into this. How about getting us out?
I know what this looks like, but we don't work for Shang Tsung.
If not, why save him?
Because Liu Kang Earthrealm's protector wants to question him. He thinks Shang Tsung may be a threat to both our realms.
He holds out his hand.
I'm Kenshi Takahashi.
Our kind do not shake hands.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend.
Don't you know what we are?
No, we don't.
We are victims of Tarkat. The disease is not easily gotten, but you can't risk more close exposure.
Johnny nervously wipes his hands.
It disfigures, then debilitates. In time, it will turn us all into bloodthirsty monsters. Death is our only release.
So you weren't always like this?
I was once a rich merchant, but when I became ill, I was banished. Now I run this colony. I am Baraka.
What does Shang Tsung want with your bone marrow, Baraka?
I don't know, but he comes here each month to harvest it.
Release us, and we'll capture Shang Tsung. And we'll find out why he's been coming here. I promise.
Baraka looks back at the others.
Let them go.
Thank you. We won't let you down.
Kenshi looks down at the talisman.
Damn. This was guiding us to Shang Tsung. Now we can't find him.
His laboratory is near. I'll take you.
Morning light shines. Baraka leads the trio toward a wood and stone tower rising over a river. 2 water wheels spin nearby.
Any idea what to expect?
No. I've never been inside.
Stay here. We'll check it out.
Kenshi, Kung Lao, and Johnny step to a long bridge stretching from the bank to the tower. The 3 men sneak through the tower to a laboratory.
The addition of crushed chitin larva proved an inspired choice. In testing, outcomes improved significantly. I have modified the formula since the last time it was administered.
Kenshi motions for silence as the others trail him up a staircase.
This new serum is exactly what we need. Its effects will be immediate and long-lasting.
How can you be sure? Because it is brewed from freshly extracted Tarkatan marrow. It couldn't be more potent.
He raises the syringe, full of liquid. Melina lies on a medical table by him, eyes shut. Rain and Tanya stand nearby.
He is infecting Melina with Tarkat.
Shang Tsung taps the syringe.
And he's got 2 of Sindel's top dogs in on it. No wonder Liu Kang is worried about this guy.
We need to stop him.
Save a distressed damsel? Sure thing.
Johnny smirks, then runs into the laboratory with Kung Lao and Kenshi. They square off against Tanya, Rain, and Shang Tsung.
Get away from her.
You bitch.
Excuse me?
You know, the movie. Tiny girl, ginormous alien.
Ripley!
No? Seriously?
Earthrealmers. How did they find it?
They've already seen too much.
Tanya charges with a 3-section staff. Johnny blocks her attack, then Kung Lao kicks her back. Kenshi spin kicks the syringe from Shang Tsung's hand.
I need time. Buy it for me. Liu Kang sent you, didn't he? Sent you to learn our secrets.
He sent us here for Shang Tsung, but it looks like he's just part of the problem.
Fight!
We are just getting started.
Fight!
brought low.
Tanya whirls her 3-section staff around and strikes Kung Lao's face, then jumps and bashes Johnny's head. Kenshi grabs her from behind. He starts to throw her back, but she rides the momentum and flips away.
I thought Umgadi were loyal to the royal house. Yet here you are, scheming against the princess.
You trespass in Outworld, interfere in Imperial matters. It is you, not I, who is the schemer here.
Fight!
Your plot ends here, Umgadi.
Fight!
Plot is over.
Kenshi strides to Shang Tsung.
Step away from the table.
This is twice you've been a thorn in my side. You Earthrealmers do have unhealthy habits.
You heard him. You're not infecting her with Tarkat.
I am trying to protect her, not infect her.
We've heard about how you lie. Excuse us if we're skeptical. Cover him.
Kung Lao and Johnny move to Shang Tsung while Kenshi rushes to Melina. He holds a hand to her head as she lies inert.
Princess, are you all right?
Is it over?
Yes, you're safe. We've stopped Shang Tsung.
Stopped him? Why?
Melina starts to violently spasm.
Princess! Princess!
She hits him.
What did you do to her?
It's what you've done, fool. Let me help her before it's too late.
Kenshi backs away while Melina's teeth transform into fangs. Convulsing, she sits up and turns to Kenshi. Mandibles unfurl from her jaw and a long tongue waggles out. She breaks the metal restraint on her wrist and stands.
Now do you believe, Earthrealmers?
What do we do?
Keep her occupied. I need time to finish more serum.
Johnny, a hand?
We got pages for this? Or are we winging it?
Whatever we do, we can't hurt her.
Her? I'm worried about us.
Melina bounds to Johnny and claws at him.
Princess, we can help you.
Your blood. I smell it. How sweet it will be to lick off my fingers.
Fight! Fight!
Kung Lao! Help hold her down!
Kung Lao and Johnny scramble to Melina and grab her.
It's now or never, Shang Tsung!
Shang Tsung fills a syringe with liquid as Melina throws Johnny and Kung Lao off. Melina dashes to a table and grabs her sai blades from it, then leaps at Kenshi and impales his eyes with them.
Kenshi!
She rips the blades free. Shang Tsung injects the syringe into her neck. He holds her as she goes still. She sags to the floor as her Takatan features transform back to normal.
By the gods! Melina!
Kitana, General Shao, and an armored Shokan burst into the lab.
What's happened here, sorcerer?
These men were sent to disrupt your sister's treatment and scandalize Outworld by revealing her illness.
What? That's totally fake news! Princess, we were...
The Shokan punches him hard, then pummels Kung Lao to the floor.
Thank you, Goro. I've no stomach for Earthrealm lies. We should detain the Earthrealmers and the Tarkatan we found outside. At least until the Empress is ready to respond to this incursion.
Agreed.
General Shao gestures to 4 soldiers. They haul Kenshi, Johnny, and Kung Lao away.
But she must realize that this incident proves Earthrealm's bad faith. We must strike them now to protect ourselves.
No. They would not do this. There must be a misunderstanding.
They all turn to a portal made of spiraling green light opening nearby. A bald Outworlder with tawny skin emerges from the portal and regards them all. He has black markings around his eyes and a red symbol tattooed on his head.
It is no misunderstanding, Princess. It is a confirmation of my prophecy. Left unchecked, Liu Kang will conquer Outworld.
He kneels by Kitana.
I apologize for not arriving sooner to defend your sister. I am glad she received her treatment.
The princess is safe, but the threat from Earthrealm remains.
Yes. Quan Chi, when do you anticipate they will strike? Soon. Today's events were foretold in the final quatrains of the prophecy. Then I am right. We must act now, Princess.
I will take your concerns to the Empress. It is for her to decide. Rain, Tanya, assist me.
Rain and Tanya lift Melina from the floor. Rain carries Melina out of the laboratory with Tanya supporting her lolling head.
What truly happened here, Sorcerer?
That the Earthrealmers interrupted the princess's treatment was happenstance. They were here to capture me for Liu Kang.
You? Why?
That I must investigate. For now, let us revel in our good fortune. The Earthrealm's serendipitous arrival has given us ample evidence to convince the Empress of the truth of Quan Chi's prophecy.
Conflict with Earthrealm is now inevitable.
Not necessarily. The Empress has never been eager for conflict.
If she resists, she will be replaced. Outworld needs a steadfast leader.
A leader like you, perhaps.
If my realm requires it of me...
Shang Tsung smirks at Shao.
Kill the Earthrealmers. They cannot report back to Liu Kang. Their deaths will also feed the ire between realms.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Our benefactor will be pleased.
She needs the realms at war, not at the brink of it, in order to conquer them both. Only then will we rule at her side.
Before she found me languishing in the mines, I would not have thought such a thing possible. But soon, she'll have transformed us from serfs into scions.
Quan Chi stares at Shang Tsung unblinkingly. A twitching, multi-armed Takatin hybrid hangs from manacles chained to the ceiling of a dimly lit dungeon. A fanged face stares out from the creature's chest and tongues stick out from its armpits. Blood oozes from its body and into a drain on the floor. Another creature missing its lower body hangs from manacles. Its guts hang to the floor. Baraka slams on the bars of a cell he stands in. Kenshi sits near him by Johnny's and Kung Lao's unmoving bodies.
You've been at that for hours.
If you could see, you'd know why.
That's not happening, is it? Keep talking, will ya? To keep my mind off this. Tell me about life before you got sick.
I was doing well, trading goods up and down the Varta coast. My family was comfortable, happy. Then Tarkat came. It took my wife, then my children. Cruelly, it lets me live for now. I think it enjoys ravaging my body more slowly.
Johnny sits up.
This hangover. Kenshi. God damn it. How bad's the pain?
Excruciating.
You saved me. I won't forget that.
But you may just regret it.
What are you doing?
Johnny gawks as he stares through the bars of the cell. Various Takatans dangle from chains in the dungeon, many missing large chunks of their bodies. One spasms as they hang from a torture rack.
What in the... When did we take the left turn into survival horror?
This is Shang Tsung's real laboratory.
We're beneath where we were before. That was a false front.
Reminds me of this cheap-ass film I did in my early days. Flesh Pits. God, that was trash.
Reptile, a masked man in a green cloak, opens the dungeon's doorway and enters.
Who's that?
Our jailer.
Reptile strides through the broad cobblestone space. By a cell, he stops by a bucket filled with chunks of bone-in meat. He throws one of the chunks to a Takatan hybrid inside. The creature grabs it and rips into it with their fangs. Reptile steps to Baraka's cell and looks at Kenshi.
How is he?
His eyes are gouged out. Guess.
Reptile hands Johnny a small jar.
That will dull the pain.
You're vile to be part of this.
You are Shang Tsung's prisoner. I am his slave. He has my family. He'll kill them if I don't obey.
Johnny opens the jar, then pulls a long red cloth from his belt. He smears some of the jar's ointment onto the cloth. He covers Kenshi's gaping eyes with the cloth, then ties it around his head.
Why did he pick you?
So he could learn how I shapeshift.
He learned that from you? We saw him do that. It was unreal.
So how does it work? You just shape-shift into anything you want?
I can shift only between this and my natural form.
He shapeshifts into a humanoid lizard.
Whoa.
You're Zateran. Your race can shapeshift?
None can except me.
He shapeshifts back as light coalesces near him. It resolves into Shang Tsung. He smirks and steps closer to the cell.
Are they ready? It's time.
Time for what, sorcerer?
Replication experiments. They begin with your vivisection. I'll use your harvested parts to build new creations. The process is fatal, of course.
Liu Kang won't let you get away with this.
That presumes he will ever learn what happened. But when I am done, there will be no trace left of you. I shall return soon to check progress. I have other matters to which I must attend.
He teleports away.
You don't have to do this.
It's either you or my family.
Reptile moves to another cage filled with Takatan hybrids. He opens their cell by pulling a chain through a pulley.
in the chambers.
The warrior's cell door opens as the creatures charge. Johnny jumps, swings from the bars above, and kicks a hybrid down before punching his head. He kicks one hybrid's face before kicking another to the floor. A third rams Johnny into a wall. Kenshi sits in the cell while Kung Lao fights off two of the creatures, and Baraka viciously stabs another's belly before throwing him away. Baraka strides forward, then impales a hybrid with both bone spikes and flings him over his head. He slashes at another as two of the creatures drag Kenshi past him. The hybrids fling Kenshi into a small cage dangling from a chain fixed to the ceiling. Another pair chuck Johnny into a cage next to Kenshi's. Two of the creatures haul Kung Lao to a third cage. He throws one off, then double kicks the second back before pummeling a third with a combination of punches. He turns sharply and sidekicks a fourth into a table holding his razor-rimmed hat. He throws it and the hat flies in an arc, decapitating two hybrids before returning to his hand. He smoothly sets it on his head.
Fight!
Baraka snarls at a fallen hybrid.
There is nothing more foul.
Electricity arcs along the bars of Johnny's and Kenshi's cages.
You spoke too soon, Baraka.
Reptile holds a sparking lever nearby. As the hybrid on the ground crawls pitifully, a Takatan hybrid brute stomps on his head.
Fight!
Baraka lifts his head.
Enough distractions.
Brushing Kung Lao aside, Baraka grips the bars of Johnny's cage. He rips it open, then does the same to Kenshi's. Kenshi stumbles weakly. Johnny and Kung Lao help him along, each supporting his weight with an arm over their shoulders. As they shuffle toward the exit, Reptile walks after them.
I'm ruined! Shang Tsung will punish me for this by torturing my family.
Baraka narrows his crimson eyes.
You'll pay for their suffering, Tarkatan.
Fight! Fight.
Reptile kneels.
Then kill me. If I die, maybe you'll spare my family.
No, I won't murder you.
It's mercy, not murder. Not that what I've done deserves yours.
You were protecting your family. I would have done the same.
His mask now removed, Reptile stands with sadness in his eyes. Through magical dust, Shang Tsung appears and frowns at the dead hybrids.
What has happened here?
Johnny takes up Sento and stands with Baraka and Reptile. Shang Tsung points sharply at Reptile.
Sizoth, you fool. You've let them ruin everything.
We're going, sorcerer.
And we're taking you with us. Liu Kang would like a word.
I cannot be apprehended so easily.
And I meditate!
Shang Tsung conjures clouds of green gas.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this.
I bid you all farewell. Cheer up, Sizoth. I'm reuniting you with your family.
They're dead? You killed them?
Many moons ago. I do hate loose ends.
Reptile's lips curl into a snarl, and he charges the sorcerer, but Shang Tsung disappears in a magical dust cloud.
We gotta get out of here.
Green gas fills the room as Reptile tries the door.
What's wrong? The door must have sealed when the gas was released.
Baraka strides toward the door.
Stand aside.
Test your might.
The thick green gas fills the air as Baraka punches the door. Reptile and the Earthrealmers collapse. One by one, they succumb to the gas. Baraka, his fists clenched against the door, is the last to fall.
Test your might.
The thick green gas fills the air as Baraka punches the door. Reptile and the Earthrealmers collapse. One by one, they succumb to the gas. Baraka, his fists clenched against the door, is the last to fall.
Test your might.
Baraka throws the door open to a hallway.
Follow me. This way.
Johnny and Kung Lao support Kenshi.
Leave me. I'll just slow you down.
What? Shang Tsung finds you, he'll kill you.
Look at me, Cage. I'm useless. Don't risk your lives to save mine.
Hey, you are not giving up. The Tyra need you, remember? We are gonna get back home and figure out how to help you. Got it?
Baraka and Reptile march ahead, leading the way out of the laboratory and into a bright, clear day. They make their way into a lush forest.
We can't linger. We'll be captured. We need help getting Kenshi to the portal at Sundo.
I can take you only to the city's gate. Tarkatans are forbidden inside.
I'll see you the rest of the way. It's the least I can do to make amends.
Reptile trudges on. Dozens of trees have tall faces carved into their trunks. Kenshi walks with a hand on Johnny's shoulder.
God, this reminds me of Wicked Planet. We had this forest in the second act.
The Manticore battle.
Yes! It was a pain to shoot, but man, did it come out epic.
I can picture it exactly.
Kenshi and Johnny smile.
This is the living forest.
Aren't all forests living, Baraka?
No others have trees that house the souls of the dead.
Whoa, wait a tick. We're talking ghosts?
Good ones, not evil.
You guys know anybody in here?
Some distant relatives.
You will find no Zaterrans.
Why not?
Warmbloods don't welcome us. So we keep to ourselves, living underground in Sikander province. Then how did you meet Shang Tsung? That I could take human form made me a freak among my people. I was terrorized and run out, starving and beggared. I joined a traveling carnival. Turned out there are many who would pay good money to see my gift. Back then, Shang Tsung was a huckster. We crossed paths and he saw what I could do. When he began to learn real sorcery, he asked to study me. When I declined, he took my family hostage.
Wow, that's an offer you can't refuse.
He is dangerous, and he has plans. He, General Shao, Rain, they are conspiring.
To do what?
I can't say for certain. I've only overheard fragments.
The group freezes. Reptile transforms into a green lizard with a thick tail and elongated arms. He and Baraka charge into a clearing where a woman dressed in white fights off demons. Her pale skin contrasts her dark lips and all-black eyes, while red scarification zigzags up her forehead. She twirls with a jagged Chris sword, slicing skillfully at the demons. She stabs the last one, then spots Reptile and Baraka.
Quan Chi sends more demons?
Wait, we're not...
Feathery white wings appear on her back as she charges and kicks Reptile. Baraka squares up.
With each of you I kill, my absolution grows nearer. Shedding your blood brings me closer to the light.
Fight!
Eyes narrowed, the woman picks up her sword.
If not demons, what are you?
He's a Terran. I am a Denian. Or I was before my Tarkat affliction.
Outworlders. Apologies. I'm glad I've caused neither of you permanent injury.
Kung Lao treads cautiously into the clearing past a demon's head. Kenshi, led by Johnny, crinkles his nose.
What is that?
Just keep swimming. So, who's our femme fatale?
I am Ashra, demon of the Netherrealm.
Demon? You look human. Mostly. And what's a Netherrealm?
The monks covered that with us. Did you sleep through every lesson?
That one, apparently.
Netherrealm's hell, but real.
No shit.
I appear nearly human because I've purged most evil from my soul. When I'm done, the last vestiges of my demonic form will fade away.
Why were the demons after you?
They were sent by Quan Chi, my former master. I was part of his Sisterhood of Shadow. He wanted, still wants, dominion over the realms. I renounced him when I realized that I could not help him defile them.
And now he wants you dead.
Precisely.
She smirks.
I followed Quan Chi from the Netherrealm here. He's building devices that steal souls on a mass scale. He's testing the first on the dead that reside in the forest.
Why steal souls, Ashra?
To harness their power. To what end, I don't know. But I do know that it's to aid the designs of another sorcerer. Shang Tsung.
Johnny glances at Kenshi.
Damn it. That guy's everywhere.
You're sure Quan Chi is here?
My Chris senses him.
Her sword.
He's nearby.
Nope, no. We're getting you home.
We have a job to do. Quan Chi could lead us to Shang Tsung.
Your Liu Kang is right. Shang Tsung's a danger that must be dealt with. I will aid you.
As will I.
Well, I guess the eyes have it. Motion carries. Ashra, lead the way.
Johnny gestures magnanimously. With a friendly smile, Ashra leads them deeper into the living forest. Ashra's jagged Chris sword glows white as they walk onward.
Quan Chi is close. The emanations of his evil grow stronger.
That is a powerful weapon.
And my perfect ally. As I smite the evil it finds, I am further purified.
Now I've done steps, so I'm all for self-help. But since when does a demoness want to be less evil?
I had spent eternity damned to the Netherrealm. I had assumed that that's all there was to existence. But then I saw Earthrealm, saw Outworld, saw there was a better way to live, and that to have it, I needed to cleanse my soul. My sister demons were furious at my change of heart. Kia and Jataka were the first to hunt me.
Ashra frowns.
Quan Chi is also a demon?
Actually, he's an Outworlder. But he mastered the dark magic needed for unfettered travel to my realm.
A large insect hovers near Reptile's face. His tongue flicks out to catch it, and he hastily stuffs its spindly legs into his mouth.
Any idea how he buddied up with Shang Tsung?
They share a common benefactor. She plucked them both from obscurity, taught them everything they know. I've never met her, but there's no question that she is a sorceress beyond compare.
The Chris sword glows brightly, emanating a golden aura.
Quan Chi is near.
Quan Chi stands on a wood platform where a twisting statue of skulls glows with green light. 4 onlookers hold red gemstones.
I am ready for your contributions.
A woman with bat-like wings steps forward. Ornate silver finery weaves along her thighs and midriff.
Excellent, Nitara. I need yours as well.
A Saidan man with black hair and deep scars on his chest looks up.
Darius and I have been thinking, sorcerer.
Do not try to renegotiate, Havoc.
We need proof that you'll deliver.
That he's delivered for Natara's Vaternians is all the proof you need.
Serena's right. Because of Quan Chi's magic, my realm's people are no longer poisoned by sunlight. We've finally escaped the shadows.
Rest assured, the spells you will receive will bring down Order Realm's government.
When will we have them, Quan Chi?
After the attack on Earthrealm, which could be called off if the Soul Stealer's efficacy isn't demonstrated promptly.
The Seidan man Havoc hesitates as the green glow looms behind them. He hands over the gemstone to Quan Chi. Quan Chi's eyes widen. Nearby, Ashra steps forward from her new companions. Their gazes are all fixed on the platform.
Well, this plot just got thicker.
Earthrealm is in grave danger. Just one Soul Stealer can kill hundreds of thousands. If he unleashes a battery of them,
millions will die.
He must be stopped.
I will deal with Quan Chi. The four of you subdue the others.
Whoa there, big fella. This stops where you get off.
Johnny stops Kenshi.
You heard her. Millions could die.
Which is why we don't want you tripping us up out there. Now, give me your sword.
Why?
Just give it.
A small smile tugs at Johnny's lips. Kenshi hesitantly removes the sword from his back and offers it to Johnny. Johnny takes it, then replaces it with the sword Sento. Kenshi grips its black scabbard tightly.
What? I can't. Not when
you've saved my life. It's yours.
Johnny fixes him with a serious look and touches his shoulder. Kenshi squeezes Sento, thumbing its golden detailing. At the Soul Stealer, Quan Chi casts green magic from his hands. Natara spots Ashra's group charging in.
Quan Chi!
They stop before the platform as Quan Chi turns.
Yet again, you evade capture, Ashra. And now it appears you've found allies.
We are joined against you, sorcerer. You won't be stealing any souls.
Ashra flourishes her sword and charges in. Natara flies forward to meet her, slashing with red claws. Baraka bowls into Havoc, and they brawl with clenched fists. Kung Lao kicks at the demon woman Serena, who parries him with swift ease and counters with a gut punch. Johnny exchanges blows with Darius, a Seidan man with dark umber skin and orange sunglasses. Ashra manages to slice Natara's arm.
That blade's enchanted.
It was forged to destroy evil. It's slain many of your vampire kind.
We can't help what we are. That we feed on blood doesn't make us evil.
Fight!
The attacker punches the victim airborne, then grabs their ankles to slam them down. Ashra impales the victim with a bladed wing, then her wings break into dozens of feather knives. She slashes with her kris as the knives pierce them.
Is that your best, demon? You'll need much more.
Fight!
I am one step closer to redemption.
twisting green light erupts from the Soul Stealer and spirals toward the sky. Dozens of ghosts, translucent skeletal figures, fly from the trees toward the Soul Stealer. The ghosts swarm around the twisting light. Johnny gazes up at the ghosts with the others, all awash with pallid green light.
My God, it's a tornado.
The forest withers and rots as the faces carved into the trees turn skeletal. Quan Chi conjures green light in his palms, then lifts them overhead. Teeth gritted, Quan Chi thrusts his hands to the Soul Stealer and channels green magic into the Soulnado. Strands of light from the Soulnado coalesce into a humanoid form wearing a red and black cloak over corpse gray skin. The humanoid stretches his jaw open, then collects himself and stares out at everyone with glowing green eyes. The humanoid raises his hands while floating in front of the Soul Stealer. Ashra narrows her eyes at him.
What dark magic is this?
We are Ermac, a collection of souls bound by Quan Chi's magic. We live to obey his commands.
Kill them.
Ermac throws bolts of green energy at Johnny, Kung Lao, and Ashra, knocking them to the ground. Ermac telekinetically raises Baraka into the air as the Tarkatan charges, then throws him away. Reptile tackles Ermac to the ground, but Ermac frees himself and blasts Reptile back with an energy bolt. He yanks Ashra toward him, then jabs her face before launching her through the air to the ground.
Quan Chi must succeed if I'm to liberate Order Realm. I'll not let him fail.
Killing one realm to free another is a heinous proposition. One I won't let you fulfill.
Fight.
The attacker punches the victim airborne, then grabs their ankles to slam them down. Ashra impales the victim with a bladed wing, then her wings break into dozens of feather knives. She slashes with her kris as the knives pierce them.
That you aid Quan Chi speaks volumes about you.
Fight.
Take your chaos elsewhere.
Ashra